I just want to take a minute to show you the Biodigital website. It's a website that I'm going to suggest you use quite a lot throughout the rest of this module, and you will probably find it useful for later on in the course as well. Up to this point in biomedical sciences, we've been talking about sort of generic tissue types, but now we're going to look at them together in the body systems. So this website allows you to locate things in a really easy to use format. So you just follow the link. It's available in the reading list and also in various other places in the module on Brightspace. You need to log in, but you can log in just with the normal Google login, so like whatever you use for YouTube and that kind of stuff. And then it will take you to this page. An awful lot of this is available on what they call premium, which, as you might expect, you have to pay for. But there is also really good resources available for free. So what we want to use is this one that says Complete Anatomy. It'll now give you the option of the male or female anatomy. For our purposes, it really makes no difference. So I'm just going to click here. And what this now does, it'll load an entire human body for us to look at. It does take a few minutes to load, so whilst it's doing that, I will only ever ask you or direct you to the resources that you can find on the basic free option. The premium is good, to be honest. It shows you in more detail and it shows you animations and systems and things like that. But you do have to pay for it. It's $3.99 US a month, so what, just under £3 a month. You do not have to by any means. I'm just letting you know that it is an option if you want to, but you can find everything you need in the standard version. So now we've got an entire human body. If I zoom out a little bit, you'll see it gives us everything. What we can now do with this is effectively take this body apart. This is as close as we're going to get to a real dissection. Dissection did used to be part of the GDC curriculum, but for a lot of reasons, it's been removed a few years back. So this is a really good simulated version, and it's very sort of textbook. This biodigital human that we're looking at here will be exactly as you would expect it to be in a textbook. So to take it to bits and look at all its individual components, you want to go to Edit in Studio and then use this Anatomy option. And what it does now, it gives us a list of everything that's an option for us to look at. And you can take away and add bits. So it will automatically come up with pretty much everything on it. Say I just wanted to look at the skeletal system, this one here, I can just, if I click the little eye next to all the other things, it will make them disappear. And now I'm left with just the skeleton. Now to move it around and look at it a wee bit more, if you click here to expand the 3D controls, if this blue icon is ticked, that allows you to move the whole thing around. You can obviously zoom in and out. And then if this here is, sorry, if the blue one is off and it's just the arrow on, then this rotates in all planes. So we can look at it from the feet up, we could look at it from the head down, but I can also rotate it round the way. So you'll get all sorts of angles, which particularly when you're trying to see how other structures sit around something can be really useful. So I'm going to zoom out so we can see the whole body. And then there's a really useful function where it will actually highlight individual structures. So let's say I wanted to look at a particular bone and I've got the name of the bone, but I'm thinking, I don't really know where that is specifically in the body. So if you click the drop down next to the skeletal system, it's going to list all the options. Now you've got the axial skeleton, so the main core bit, the skull, the spine and the ribcage, or you've got the appendicular skeleton, so the arms and legs. So let's say we were looking for the femur. Now I know it's a bone in the leg, so I'm going to click lower limb, left or right. And here we go, femur. So if I click that, see it's now highlighting that in yellow. Or if I click this one, it's highlighting the kneecap, the patella. And you'll also see along the bottom of the screen, as I hover over bones, it's going to tell you what they are, which is really useful. I could then turn them round and we could look at it from the back. Now, what's this bone here? I'm hovering over it right down the bottom. It's telling me it's the scapula, so the shoulder blade. And you can do that for so many different parts of the body. It'll let you look at individual muscles. So if I put this on, it's going to give us the muscles back of the head and neck, which you will find very useful next semester when you're looking at the muscles associated with chewing. So if I went down here, it's going to give us muscles of mastication. So if I turn all the others off and just leave those muscles, you see I've got them highlighted there. And because we can tilt him up and round, if I want to see what's actually going on inside there, I can just tilt him to the right angle and then drag it down, and I can see right inside, and you can zoom in really, really close. So it is a really useful function. In fact, I've zoomed in so close there, I can't find it now. There we go, right in close here. So I would recommend you use this. Like I say, the standard version is there for everyone, and if you did want to sort of upgrade it to the premium, you can, and you may well find that useful, but it's not essential. But it is something that you're going to be using a lot in this module, and then there's lots of uses for it as you go on as well.